Ready? Hello. I would like to share more information about myself, as it says about me. So, my name is Olile Dia. I know it's a bit hard to actually pronounce the X, and my way, but in South Africa we actually say, which is Olile, and then my surname is Dia. And then I'm actually from South Africa, as I've mentioned, of which I see my beautiful, colorful flag, yes, which is South African flag, and I have been working as a teacher. I started working in South Africa. I worked for 3 years, working as a physical sciences teacher, and then I did also work in natural sciences and life sciences teacher as well. And then I had an opportunity to come to Tainan, of which I've been working for four and a half years right now in the elementary school, of which it was a great experience where I turned to learn more about different culture, of which as a lifelong learner, I took that as an opportunity for me to acquire more knowledge, more skills, and be flexible even if I go to other countries, because I believe in learning, and that also give me more knowledge about teaching and teaching in different contexts. Okay, moving forward, I acquired my qualification which is B.Ed, Bachelor of Education, at the University of KwaZulu-Natal, abbreviated as UKZN, which is University of KwaZulu-Natal, which is located in Durban, which is in KZN. Now, I would like to share, give you an insight of my lesson, which is grade 3, which is unit 1, of course. And then in this case, we're teaching lesson 3 after we've introduced what is the community. And then how do I introduce the lesson? Usually, I would let the student tell me or define to me what is a community, of which usually they describe it as a group of people living in the same area, of which they're most likely to share common things such as 7-Eleven, which are convenience stores. They'll go to the same hospital. They would provide a lot of information, of which I do encourage them to mention as much as they could. Okay, going forward, now it's also includes English and Chinese, because this is a live curriculum. So we have to mix, and then it's all flexible. And then we try to use our illustrations by audit text, because I believe that students, they have different learning capabilities, and their learning skills are also different. Some are visual, some of them actually they can read, they're easy to understand, those are easygoing. However, we also cater for those who normally use pictures. So we have, in this case, and we try by all means to make the PowerPoint so interesting, of which right now when I'm saying you're moving from home, now they can see the scooter is actually leaving home, and they already seen the destination, which is now, in this case, I'll just ask, okay, moving from home to the first traffic light, and then we stop here. Now we have to discuss what are the places they've seen in their community already, of which they'll mention the few, and then we take it bit by bit as to adapt the learning with the kids. They go step by step all the way until they arrive to school. Additionally, we can just ask, now, do they really have to continue going with the road after they leave school, so they've arrived at school? And then that is when they have to apply their knowledge. They're no, we don't really have to continue going forward after we've arrived at school, which shows now they do kind of understand the concept of map, because the main topic is me on the map, and we're teaching some skills on how to use a map. So, and then they might just actually give some information about other places they could find next to their school. Moving forward, and then we like them to give more information about what they know about their community, of which I refer to that as prior knowledge. So that's where they're giving me what they do understand actually about their community. So we let them discuss for a bit, and then they have to share what they know, where they've been, what they've seen, how they interact in the community, and how they interact with the environment itself. Okay, moving forward, we kind of provide an example for them at the beginning, but leaving this one out because we've already introduced the vocabulary. Okay, so this one, what do you have in the community? So now, asking them a question. Now they have to look at the illustration and then like, oh, I know this one. And then we have then it has to pop up after they've said the correct answer. And then usually we use point system. We grant them points because that encourages them to be engaging and be willing to participate actively in class. And then this keep going, and then sometimes we just give them this such as prompts, and then where they have to what can we do at the park, such things like that. And then they have to look at the picture, and then they can also say we can play, because that's the next question. What do you do in the park? Now they have to look at the picture and then be able to tell us. We give them to say as much as possible, and then we just show those few that we mentioned. So the lesson also for students who requires more help, we also make it so easy for them to read and relate what they know in Chinese in English. However, this comes last because we first have to explain these words in English, but we also incorporate Chinese so that they understand in English and in Chinese as well. Moving forward, now these are other places that we have to go through. So we keep the same system. We keep on doing the same thing simply because we want them to adopt the way we are working with, and we put some more animations so that they understand the whole concept. We let them share what they know about each place, and also this. I like this one because we are very diverse and we are also trying to incorporate globalization. So, which is why, like for this one specifically, we're using different haircuts. Probably they are aware of that one. But then when you talk about styling, we can have a variety of styling, which is why I put one that like probably few or never have they seen that. I'm like, oh, that is so cute. I've never seen that one. So we're trying to introduce them to the external world of theirs, because it's not just where they are. However, there is more that they need to learn globally. Moving forward, so we include all the things that they have around them. Moving, and we continue, and then what else? Now this is where they can also share what we did not mention in the PowerPoint. So now we allow them to think, what is it that we also have in the community that was not mentioned? So in this case, we really encourage them to work in small groups. So where they have to share, of which we're doing peer-to-peer learning. So it's a simple thing. So in this case, we don't really want them to write the question because it's what they've been saying. So they have to write this. We have and then they have to name other places they find in the community. And what do? They also have to explain what do they do in that place. And then after that, they have to share, and then they have to choose one member of the group, and then that person has to come and present. They take turns, which is, we do this at the park, and then the classroom, now the rest of the class, when they are done presenting, we then allow other students to ask questions based on what they mentioned on their presentation. So by so doing, we do allow the students to be flexible, to talk to each other, and be able to share ideas, and be able to be brave enough to present in front of the class. I would like to end my PowerPoint here, and I hope this video gave you an insight of my teaching philosophy. I thank you.